안녕하세요. 매일매일 운동하기를 실천하고 있는 동탄 왕코입니다. 지금 오후 5시에요. 지금 일어났습니다. 어저께 약속이 있어서 야간 근무 끝나고 바로 잔 다음에 서울을 올라가는 길에 연락을 받았습니다. 저희 회사가 그 동거인이 발열이나 감기 증상이 있어도 출근을 금지시켜 놨어요. 그래가지고 출근할 사람이 없어서 한 회사에 한 명이 가족이 감기 증상이 있어서 출근을 할 수가 없어서 서울 집 찍고 서울 집에서 수박 조금 먹고 다시 동탄 내려와서 출근했습니다. 어제 운전만 한 5시간 한 것 같아요. 금요일날 저녁이어서. 그래서 일하고 지금 퇴근하고 잠이 잘 안 오네요. 내일 다시 낮 출근인데 이거를 잘 바꿀 수 있을지. 원래 한 이틀은 쉬어야 되거든요. 일단 스트레칭을 좀 하겠습니다. 아, 스트레칭하고 팔굽혀펴기 해보고 너무 피곤하고 기운이 없으면 그냥 쉴게요. 내일 아침에 일어나서 운동을 하도록 하겠습니다.
Business is all about making connections. But some connections are easier to make than others. With a CNN partner hotel, the world is always at your fingertips. CNN partner hotels, connected to your world.
못하겠다. 너무 졸리다.
I'm Matt Rivers in Mexico City. This is CNN.
너무 졸려요.
And welcome back to our viewers here in the United States and all around the
지금
world. I'm
운동을 하면 안
Natalie Allen.
됐었네.
You are watching CNN Newsroom. Marches, rallies, and celebrations across the U.S. on Friday to mark Juneteenth. Extra special this year because of the new push for racial equality and policing reform. Juneteenth, also known as Emancipation Day, celebrates the end of slavery in the United States. Thousands called for unity and justice in cities across the U.S., including in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where thousands marked the holiday at the site of one of the most deadly racial massacres in American history. Just hours from now in Tulsa, President Trump will hold his first major rally in months. That rally in Tulsa was originally scheduled for Friday, Juneteenth, but after massive pushback, Mr. Trump changed the date by one day. And of course, it comes in the middle of a pandemic where wearing face masks and even following doctors' advice has become a political flashpoint. CNN's Gary Tuckman is in Tulsa for us.
Trump supporters started lining up for his Tulsa rally days ago.
Plus, I want to be front row, front and center.
The daily number of new COVID cases is skyrocketing in Tulsa County at the highest level yet. Thousands of people will be inside this arena and outside it for many hours. Masks are being given out, but they're not required to be worn, and social distancing is not mandatory.
I have absolutely no concern whatsoever.
It just doesn't concern me at all.
Rallygoers must agree not to hold the Trump campaign responsible if they contract COVID, which is not a red flag to anyone we talk to here.
Do I French kiss anybody? No. But I can stand, and when I went to a dinner house over in Nebraska and nobody had masks on, and the lady says, "You want more coffee?" I felt normal.
So you're
normal.
Nothing about this concerns you.
None. Zero.
But in this very same city, why did you decide to close this plant?
Well, it's for the safety of our employees.
Rodney Tharp is the manager of the Navistar IC school bus plant in Tulsa, where about 1,400 people work.
Last year, we were the #1 market share of building school buses in America.
Tharp shut down his plant this week.
기운이 하나도 없어.
Confirmed employee COVID cases have been rapidly climbing over the last couple of weeks.
I purchased 1,400
잠을 빨리 깨야
COVID
되는데.
kits.
And earlier this week, all the employees who are still being paid were told to come in to get tested. Based on the results, the decision will be made how long the plant has to stay closed. When it's operating, nearly 300 buses are made here each week. Lots of money is now being lost. But the plant manager says this was the responsible decision in an increasingly vulnerable city.
I got to make sure people are safe.
Roberto Pineda is one of his people, a veteran at the plant, a husband and father of 3.
I think it was the right decision, and for our safety, not only my safety, but the safety of my family. Because I mean, I get to bring that home if I do get it.
Bruce Dart is the health director of the city of Tulsa and Tulsa County.
With thousands of people in this arena, most without masks, how worried are you about a dramatic spike in cases in this county?
You know, in any event, with people not wearing masks, we're concerned about a spike.
But with this many people, thousands of people.
We're concerned. I mean, people coming together without taking precautions is what causes the virus to transmit. It gives the virus the ability to transmit from person to person. So, of course, we're concerned.
Because I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to give it to someone else.
How do you know that?
Well, it's the same thing. You get a damn cold.
One city, 2 completely different visions. A factory where people are relieved not to be inside because of the health threat. And an upcoming rally where people can't wait to get inside, despite the health threat. The plant manager says he's prepared for the possibility of many more of his employees testing positive.
We take it very seriously, and it'll continue to drive our energies until we drive it out of this plant.
Gary Tuckman, CNN, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
In other news now, one of the 4 former Minneapolis police officers involved in the death of George Floyd has been released from jail after posting bond. J. Alexander Kyung was charged with aiding and abetting both second-degree unintentional murder and second-degree manslaughter. The mayor of Louisville, Kentucky, and the police chief are preparing to fire a police officer involved in that fatal shooting of a 26-year-old African-American woman back in March. Detective Brett Hankerson is accused of blindly firing 10 rounds into the apartment of Breonna Taylor as part of a drug sting. Taylor was killed when police broke down her apartment door and shot her 8 times. No drugs were found. Taylor's family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit. Former Atlanta police officer Garrett Rolfe waived his right to a first appearance in court Friday. Earlier in the week, the county district attorney charged Rolfe and another officer in the shooting death of Rayshard Brooks. Rolfe has been charged with 11 crimes, including felony murder. The case has caused some upset within the police department. Law enforcement sources tell CNN a majority of Atlanta officers scheduled to work in 2 of the city's 6 police zones did not report for work Friday. The coronavirus pandemic is compounding the suffering of millions of refugees around the world who are forced from their homelands. Coming up on this World Refugee Day, how COVID-19 is draining aid resources that traumatized people desperately need and giving them fewer places to find safety. We'll have a report.
coronavirus is affecting an entire country, the world. Are we ready? In the beginning of outbreaks like this, nobody knows what's happening. We're determined to keep reporting the story.
That's not worried, because that seems to be what worries the American. Because we're ready for it.
These are the moments where our humanity really does shine through. That's the hardest part.
It's heart-wrenching.
Dr. Sanjay